Welcome to the Underdogs podcast. Strap yourselves in for 1 hour of unrivaled audio entertainment. Featuring
Jackson.
HopCat.
Hey guys, today I'll be eating a pizza that's folded over and I can't remember the name of it.
Calzone.
Thank you.
Little Z.
Today I'll be eating pad thai.
Pop It One.
Today I'll be eating enchiladas.
And
HopCat.
Cogger.
Today, I'll be eating cigarettes and a black coffee.
Oh, tradie breakfast.
I thought it was the model breakfast
Ah.
Bit of both.
because
Very
it's 0
similar.
calories.
Oh, Zack's sick of the pod.
It's,
Oh, no, he's coming back.
it's the double appetite suppressant and no calories.
I saw a video on Twitter the other day and it was like, they say meal prep's hard. This guy's like dancing. He's got a Monster Energy drink, 3 cigarettes, and he's like
I saw
lunchbox. Great.
Yeah.
Mine's the hot girl breakfast. That's the hot boy breakfast.
Right.
The Monster Energy between the black coffee,
Yeah.
is different.
Respect.
Yeah,
Have you guys seen the posters like girl dinner and boy dinner?
No.
Oh, they're really silly. It's just the most ridiculous shit you can imagine.
What's girl dinner? What's an example?
Oh, I'm just trying to think like boy breakfast is like a bottled iced coffee from a supermarket and I don't know, bacon and that's all.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Just bacon.
I definitely had a bit of a boy breakfast.
Yeah.
I had 3 fried eggs and biltong.
That's a boy breakfast.
It's like
a
beef
boy
jerky,
breakfast.
but
Oh.
That's
a bit
great.
different.
yeah, absolute boy breakfast. But thank you for filling that one in.
Fucking so much protein.
That's crazy.
True eggs and then. That's good. Sorry, I was
I
just
feel like-
laughing before because Zack came in with his green Crocs and he's like, "Oh, I forgot my coffee," and it's a Shrek mug.
Yeah, it's a Shrek mug.
Well,
Shrek
speaking of
mug,
that,
Shrek coloured Crocs. I've got a bit of a Shrek related topic.
I've
would
written here
never
Is
what
it
believe.
Shrektastic?
I've got what we were talking about today. Get ready, Jordan.
You've written
Yeah,
it down.
Everyone be quiet. We have a itinerary for today for once. So guys, this is what you can look forward to.
Can we get Jordan saying this week on the Underdogs podcast?
This week on the Underdogs podcast.
We've got Zack Schregment. What's the deal with hand dryers? Patreon questions. Lifelong ink.
What?
Jordan's question of the week makes a comeback.
Oh.
Jordan's dungeon.
Oh,
And one special surprise segment.
Ooh,
I'm excited.
wonder what
I only
the
know what my
surprise will be.
segment is. Should we
Yeah.
start off with the Shrektastic
The
segment?
Shregment, yeah.
The Shrek-
The Shregment, sorry.
I don't know if you guys have seen this, but
Shrek?
the
I've seen Shrek.
Jackson's seen it.
I've been seeing people do this.
Yeah, I've been seeing people do this. Well, actually, no one's been doing this.
No, not yet.
Because on Airbnb, they're about to list the Shrek house.
What
Like,
does that
it's,
mean?
it's in a swamp in Scotland.
Oh.
And it is a perfect recreation of Shrek's
Wow.
swamp.
That's genius. That's so cool.
And it's not usually open to the public. I'm going for Shrek's swamp, everyone.
Are you actually going to go?
Well, no, I'm going for it. Like, there's only one stay available.
Right.
Oh, so you're like putting in a bid or something?
Well, I don't know how they're going to do it.
Wait, is
but-
it like an ordered thing? Like you stay in it? Or is it like, this is it? There's one chance. It's like
so
a one-off.
There's 1 2-night stay that apparently the booking availability goes live on October 13th at 5 p.m. BST.
What is
Which,
a beat?
okay, in America, I think it'll be 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's a good
And
time
for us,
them.
it's 1 a.m.
So you need us
Awesome.
all to bring our computers and we'll be trying to
Oh,
log.
I would love for you to do that, but it is at 1 a.m., so it's kind of optional.
I'd
for
do
you.
it to see you stay in the Shrek.
Look, if you could, well, you could come with me.
It's a small price to pay in comparison to you going to Scotland. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I was also going to put the call out there for any Little Z fans. If you guys get the Shrek house, hit me up. I will try to help fund it. I will collaborate with anyone that gets the Shrek house. I want to go.
Damn,
I will really try to make it happen.
Fan meetup. You just have to book the Shrek house.
Yeah.
That's kind of hot.
It's that easy.
But it's like, I mean, don't spend like $100,000 if that's the price and be like, Little Z, reimburse me, because I would
Yeah.
pay like $10,000 to go there though. I think that'd be
For
my
2
max.
nights.
Yeah.
Man, I'm in the wrong business.
Have you seen it?
No,
It
I would
looks
I'd
unbelievable.
be losing money big time, but it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, Peter, and I might need some help.
For
So,
what?
well, I'm just saying,
I'll be
like,
donkey.
mentally.
Yeah.
no, like,
you
if,
gotta,
if
like-
any Little Z fans
Oh,
also
to get
want
the
to
place.
go,
Yeah.
and wanted to meet me and wanted to be in a YouTube video that I'll make about it, like, but then I will be also trying to get the booking.
Yeah.
So
as
what are
much as I
you
can.
what are you doing with this booking, assuming you did get it?
Well, obviously, I'll recreate every scene from Shrek, dressed as Shrek,
Duh.
Okay.
to start with. And then I'll probably come up with like the Swamp Olympics or something.
Wait, that's just to start with, so that's not even the main
Well,
event.
that was off the top of my head.
That's great.
I don't know.
So the movie
I'll
recreation.
plan a whole
what
bunch
about
of shit.
Shrek 2?
That's already a thing.
What happens in that?
Well, are we going to recreate that one too?
Depends if Maddie wants to dress up like Fiona, doesn't it?
Oh, I guess so.
That's the one where they like get married.
And you only
I'll
have
be
2
Prince
days.
Charming.
You got to go quick.
I'll straighten my hair and I'll be Prince Charming.
That's
if you
good. I'll
want.
be Pinocchio.
Yeah, you guys can come. I'm not paying for your flights.
Oh.
No.
But you can stay in the Shrek house.
If we fly there.
We could just do Underdogs visit Scotland.
Scotland.
Scotland. I have
even is
family in Scotland. We can go hang out with my family.
Well,
that
you
near
can do that. I'll
Ireland?
be hanging out in the Shrek house.
No, you'll be outside like Donkey in the first movie.
And Pinocchio, he's outside too when he kicks everyone out of the house.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that'll be like all the Underdogs fans rocking up to the Shrek house.
Yeah, that's how you recreate
Get
that
out
scene
of
where
my
they're
swamp.
all at the swamp and he's trying to kick them all out. That'll be all like 100 Underdogs fans running
Yeah.
around. And they'll all be dressed as different fairy tale creatures.
But I also don't know if like every YouTuber on the planet is vying for that. But I'm gonna try my absolute hardest.
Someone's got to do it.
I have a very special connection to Shrek, having like dressed up as all the Shrek characters for Halloween.
Clearly.
Obviously, I've seen Shrek 2 about 30 times, and
We mentioned Shrek on the podcast
Yeah.
probably once every 5
It
episodes.
rivals Mr. Beast in mentions.
Yeah, it gets up
Oh,
there.
there's a
just
Mr.
like
Beast
Shrek,
mention.
my content has so many layers. Just absolutely a pleasure to rewatch, especially my rollerblading video that's underperforming everyone.
You would think they would have it hired out for like they'll just keep it as a thing for ages. That's like a
Yeah, I
money
didn't
making
realize it was
machine.
short. I thought it just opened and anyone could go. It was just hard to get a book.
I think it's someone's
Yeah.
personal house.
Right.
I think someone lives there full time,
Oh.
and it's like they're letting other people stay for the
They're going to
first
buy a
time.
new house. They're going to become a millionaire.
Yeah,
and
that'll
they're
be-
going
But
to.
the other thing is, I don't know if it's going to go live at like this time, October 13th, 1 p.m. EST. And then, like it could go live and it's like $200,000. And like, I
It's
can't
true.
afford that. Like they could put maybe any price on it.
Yeah,
There's-
that could probably get 200.
And then like Mr. Beast buys it out and shit. And he was like, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
That
That's
sees
who
how
I'm-
long people can stay in the Shrek house for.
But I'm going for quantity over quality. So everyone try and then invite me.
Wow, that's a good strategy.
No, I'll put money towards it.
That is a good
I
business
don't-
decision, though. Just recreating like iconic
Yeah.
things to stay in.
What should you design your house at? Let's knock your house down.
Steve
You bought a
from
house.
Minecraft's house.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
Minecraft house.
Yeah, that could
Dirt
work.
house.
Yeah.
And
We'll
then
get onto
Jordan, he walks
Jordan-
around in the backyard going,
So
just to make
normal
it
dad Jordan
yeah.
house.
Zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he tries to make it really authentic.
Yeah.
You have to cook everything in a furnace. You can't put anything on the stove or like a quick microwave meal. It's got to go in the
Yeah,
furnace.
just do the oven, make it look like furnace.
You're
Boom.
going to redo everything. The house is going to be made
Yeah,
of
but
dirt.
that's a money making machine right there.
Well, get onto it.
Kids parties. Ooh, hang on.
What are you doing here?
Saving up for my second house.
The
Man,
dirt house.
I'm going to be great at kids' parties. If I get the Shrek Swamp and the Pokemon car,
Oh,
holy
mate.
shit.
Well, like telling them stories or inviting them there?
Invite back to
gather
my
round.
swamp. To the swamp.
No.
is-
I'm thinking more like an arcade thing where you can rent it out for your kids' party.
Oh, so you're
Yeah.
trying
And
to...
then I'm the entertainment. I dress as Shrek and I'm like,
That is entertaining.
That's so good.
Are you good at the
I
Shrek
work
impression?
on the raw.
Give us some Shrek lines.
Oh, no, I'm not good.
No, give us a
Well, you
anyway.
got to work on
No,
it.
but you asked if I was good. I
Well, it's
said
time
no.
to start
Yeah,
rehearsing.
we'll make you better. We'll give you a critique.
All right, what's a classic Shrek line?
You've seen it 30 times, you tell us.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Yeah, it's
That's
good.
good.
Okay.
Donkey.
What are you doing in my... Oh, this sucks.
Oh, it was kind of there.
It's my
Okay. It was
swamp.
kind of there. It was kind of there.
No.
It's better than mine
I
would be.
feel like I'm Jamaican.
It's a little bit high pitched, all right? You got to pitch it down a little bit.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's more
in
like
my swamp?
That's
I
a bit
can't
more
even
like
do the
it.
accent.
If you watched it, you could. I think like I was watching when we did the impressions, the worst thing we've ever done. And we couldn't get them because we couldn't listen to the impression
Yeah.
first. I need to hear it first, and then I can sort of mimic it a bit better.
Yeah, imitation.
Yeah. No, I can't do it off the cuff
That's fair.
unless you really remember it or something.
yeah, like I can't even picture what Shrek actually sounds like.
People are telling me to do the raw. You remember? Do the raw.
Do the raw. Is that from Shrek 3?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
God,
a-
no wonder nobody remembers it.
It's a deep reference.
Oh, I can't remember that.
Do you want to go for it?
It's the only part of Shrek thing that's
No,
good.
no.
Someone's gonna...
Dada is the best
Oh,
part of
yeah.
Shrek 3.
Dada.
Dada.
Anyway, this is
remember
probably
these.
getting a bit hyper-specific for any casual Underdogs podcast listeners.
Sorry.
Is that Zack Shriekman done?
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
done.
I've ticked it
I
off.
thought of another segment you should add, Jackson.
I'll put it on the list.
But no one would expect it coming if they were listening to the first itinerary.
It's Bofa. No, okay, so it's not what you think. So for context, Peter told Jackson to add Bofa to the list, and absolutely you fucking got him.
Yeah, you got
with
me.
the,
Monstrous, and Jackson goes, Bofa? And when he's going to write it down in the most genuine way, and yeah, I had to take it home.
Yeah,
Both of these nuts.
exactly. But put down Bofa. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it now.
All right, fine.
We're
I'll
gonna
write
do
it.
what?
We're gonna do the Bofa
Ask
segment
me
now.
what Bofa is.
What's Bofa?
But
Oh no.
Bofa D's nuts.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's, guys, for audio listeners,
Whoa.
it's the Feastables
Oh, no.
Mr. Beast bar called D's Nuts.
Are we doing a new review?
We're
He
doing
has
a
a
review of
D's Nuts.
Feastables right now.
That's kind of
Wow.
good.
Oh, what the hell? You got them
yeah. it's
right? Was it from
Feastables.
Woolworths?
Yes.
Let's go.
Oh, wow.
We need a name for the segment. If we had prime
It's called
time
Bofa.
and fruit ragout,
It's Bofa.
is it Bofa?
Bofa.
Yeah, both
I
of
could have
these
got
nuts.
other flavors, but the normal size bars were $4, and this tiny bar was $2.50.
Oh my god, this is the thumbnail. This is so good.
I didn't
Oh,
even know
perfect.
these were in Australia.
I told you this, Jordan,
It was in
I
the
forgot.
news.
in an Underdogs video.
Oh,
Yeah, so if you guys don't know,
Give it a
Feastables it did not come to Australia too quick, but now we've got it. So I don't think any of us here have tried Feastables before,
no,
have
no.
we?
never.
So we're starting with the D's Nuts bar, which is the like peanut butter inside chocolate.
I love
it's
peanut
just
butter.
trying like it's gonna taste like a Reese's Pieces. Is this gonna even
Ooh.
be exciting?
I
Well, if it
can't-
tastes good, then I mean, what can chocolate really do new that hasn't
Yeah,
been done
what's
before?
it going to do?
How does this work?
How does it work, Jackson? It's chocolate.
Have you ever seen a chocolate?
It had one part that broke off and no others.
Oh, I get you. Are they all like meme names?
Oh, so
Like
it's not
D's
in like a
Nuts?
breakable piece.
No, Zach, there was one piece.
Here's a little
Sorry, there
visual
was one
review
piece
from
that
me.
was.
It's like it's just all one pattern. There's no
Ooh, it's like dark
breaking
chocolate
bits.
There was
Maybe.
one breaking bit that you
Smells
share
good.
with people, which Zach had.
Was that like intended to be broken off,
Yeah,
or
it
was it
said
just a
share
crack?
on it,
Really? So
Yeah.
there's one little nib.
so you can pass that to your
Right.
friend.
Eating time.
Yeah, Zach's already eaten it.
Yeah, I've already finished it. I like Reese's Pieces better. So if it's trying to compete with that, you know, Mr. Beast.
That's unbelievable. I love that.
It is good though.
It tastes like dark chocolate almost.
Yeah, it
but
does.
it
I think
doesn't
it's
look
like a dark
chocolate.
chocolate Reese's Pieces. But it doesn't have like the peanut butter inside. It's just like all going through.
It doesn't taste like dark chocolate.
I think it does.
Nah.
Like not as strong. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to
Definitely a
read the
higher
ingredients.
percentage of cocoa.
It's like a pretty normal percentage of cocoa to
Getting that
me.
through your palate.
I'm gonna say it's pretty average. It's just chocolate.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be healthy?
Yeah, I think so.
No, it's not.
Yeah, isn't that the point?
No, but they say like only 6 ingredients per bar. But I could do that, and the 6 ingredients could be butter, sugar,
Yeah.
lard, oil.
Yeah, it doesn't
and
make it
fucking
healthy.
Cocoa.
It does make it a lot healthier though, because a lot of the time it's just like
No preservative.
ingredient number 296.
Yeah,
ingredient
yeah.
number.
What's the ingredient list?
All right, we got cane sugar, organic cocoa butter, 29.5%. Is that a normal amount?
That's a pretty high amount.
Organic cocoa mass,
We really break-
13.5%.
You don't get this sort of breakdown on other shows.
This is a Patreon exclusive, no doubt.
And we've had the smallest piece, the smallest Feastables chocolate bar imaginable, and we're
Breaking it, they were milking it for all it's worth.
Yeah.
So that's only
milking it like they milked the cows for the milk chocolate.
well, they grass-fed milk as well. Organic
Like
milk.
they milked the nuts for these.
That's something else. That's not milk. Anyway,
Sorry, we're almost done with the ingredient
get
Can
list.
we hurry the fuck up with this
I'm trying
ingredient
to. I
list?
keep getting
Can you
interrupted.
guys shut the hell up?
All right, peanuts, salt, and organic vanilla powder.
Sounds.
that's
I
very
like
healthy.
that. I like the ingredient list being simple and that's cool.
That sounds amazing.
Right, so it's got 14.1 grams of sugar.
Okay, let's just move on. I've had enough of.
I'll give that a 10 out of
analysis.
10.
Whoa.
Delicious.
What the hell?
How you
Like,
gonna get a
that's
better
the
chocolate
best.
than that?
Could not be better.
Nah, that's the best.
That's pretty good
I
chocolate.
wish I had such low standards with my food because
What?
then I would just enjoy everything.
What chocolate do you... I'm not really a big chocolate person. I actually did quite
I'm not
like
a big
that.
chocolate person either, but like if you think about like I was catching up with my friend who's Swiss the other day and he was talking about like good chocolate that he would have in Switzerland. Like he was saying it was like Lindt over there is like their Cadbury. It's just like their
So good.
whatever.
Right. Oh, right.
And then like the actually good stuff is just like the next level of elite.
Right.
And I was like, damn, there is a whole world of chocolate that I don't understand.
Yeah.
So-
I actually did have some like apparently really good chocolate in Belgium.
Apparently.
Also, like, yeah. Well, I don't really remember it. Like, I remember having super
Oh.
good chocolate, but I don't remember like the difference now. Now I like got no clue.
Yeah.
What
so
are you
I'd say
giving it?
there is. I wouldn't give it a 10 because that implies zero room for improvement. I'm sure there's a whole world of better chocolate, but it was fine.
He's pretty good, that Jimmy.
He made it himself.
His name's Jimmy?
I would give
Yeah.
it like a 7.
It actually is.
Jimmy Beast, bro.
His name's not Jimmy.
His name is Jimmy.
That's
So good.
great. I'll give it a 6.5.
Yeah, I give it 6 or 7. It's not bad.
So low.
I don't like chocolate much, but that was pretty good. I'm trying to think of what chocolate I think is better than that.
Yeah, I was rating it 4 a chocolate.
I love like a salted caramel dark lint. That's probably my favorite one.
Yeah, dark chocolate's better. That's just my preference, maybe. I don't know.
That's
We're not-
how ratings work.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
If your preference is dog shit, you're going to rate dog shit 10 out of 10, but that's your preference, isn't it?
Yeah, you like that dog shit? That's fine.
That is fucking some premium cavoodle shit.
That's what dogs think, hey, when they eat their own shit.
Yeah. They're like, guys, it's just my preference.
He's like, that's a 10.
Maybe they think that's chocolate because dogs can't eat normal chocolate.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Yeah, 'cause
when
they
they
die.
eat normal chocolate, they think it's shit.
They dogs seem to quite like chocolate when I've seen them get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it kills them.
Yeah, but they're never going, oh, disgusting.
Yeah,
no more of
true.
that, please. They keep eating it.
Like
Um,
humans, the more delicious stuff is what kills you.
Is it even
Like
worse?
McDonald's.
Okay, I think chocolate is, but I think a lot of stuff isn't actually worse for dogs than for humans, right? We just always poison ourselves.
Like alcohol, like...
Yeah, because it's like they're not allowed to eat like peanut butter that's got like, I don't know, like canola oil and vegetable oil and all that shit in it. So you got to get, if you're
Isn't
going to
that
give them
'cause it's
peanut
gonna kill
butter,
'em?
you want to give them like the nicest peanut butter. But I think that's probably the same for people.
Not
Yeah, but a
quite,
dog
right?
can't say to you, like, this tastes like, like, this tastes bad.
No, I think it tastes good, but it's just like,
No,
it will
but, like-
slowly kill them.
No, dogs have, like, the same... Like, if you ate dog food every day, like, it might be good for you. Someone try it out in the
Let's leave that conversation there.
What's next on the itinerary?
Right. We're chewing through these.
No, but I'm just saying we can force dogs to eat a perfect diet. Like, if you
Yeah.
couldn't communicate and someone else was feeding you every meal, they'd probably give you, like, chicken, broccoli, and rice.
Yeah,
And it'd be perfect nutrition.
Yeah.
And you, like, wouldn't know any better.
exactly.
But we're the ones making the food, so we know that canola oil tastes pretty good.
I dropped my pen.
I'm just waiting for Jackson to get his pen back.
I can't cross it
Oh
off.
no, we're
Thank
stuck
you.
here
Just
cross
forever
it off in
until
your
you-
mind,
We
Jack.
have to
We're
keep
stuck.
talking about... Oh, wait, we haven't got what's the deal with hand dryers as our new segment.
It's not a new segment.
Oh, right. Well, it's just a new
We
segment.
talk
that-
about it every week.
I'm not talking about this more than once.
Sorry.
Thank you for listening to Bofa, everyone.
Yeah, this new segment's called Zack and Peter's weekly stand-up bit.
Yeah.
And this week, Peter's getting us started with what's the deal with hand dryers.
Sorry, Zach. I know you didn't volunteer for this bit, but you're in it now. So me and Zach occasionally we're just like hanging out. And we're like, man, that would make a good stand-up bit. Like that would be if I made a
do that all
stand-up
the
comedy
time.
thing.
Wait, I've never done this in my life.
Yes, you have.
You always
Get
say
out
that.
of here. You actually
Yes,
think you've
you
done that
have.
before?
Have I?
You're like, this would be a good stand-up joke because it's like a good, funny,
Yeah,
relatable
okay.
thing, you know?
I don't have anything for today though. I'll
No,
think of something.
that's why
I'll think of something.
You're next week.
Yeah.
You guys take it in turns. So Peter's
Yeah,
got this
okay,
week
okay.
All
sorted.
right. I haven't prepared this, by the way. So if it is it a complete train wreck, just
They usually are on this podcast.
Okay.
They get said and everyone's like, oh, was that it? And then it doesn't
just before we start, can I just like guys pretend that you've had like a few pints, you've
Yeah.
paid
I
money to
don't
come
need
and
to
see me.
pretend.
Nice.
It's already 9 a.m.
I did see that almost empty six-pack on the kitchen counter this morning,
Yeah.
so I believe it.
Yeah.
Pretend you paid some money to come see me. You're in a laughy mood, like a loosey-goosey. Oh, look, Jackson found his pen.
Hey, Ben.
Oh yeah.
Yellow
that-
shirt.
Wait, should we get Jordan to warm us up?
Yeah, Jordan,
Yeah,
he's
we
What the
supporting act.
fuck? What the
We need a
fuck? You
warm-up
can't
act.
just do that. What do you?
done it
You're the
again.
supporting
What do
act.
you mean?
All right, so you got to get the crowd warm. So get Zach and I laugh.
You
What
can,
does that mean? I
You're
come
like
out
the
and-
MC.
I'm like the MC. Hey, boys!
Jordan, I'll give you the tip. Usually MCs do a lot of crowd work instead of their own bits, so you
A lot of crowd
can work
work.
the crowd. Me and Jackson are the crowd.
Hey, a bit of furry boys out there.
What do you
Yeah, we both have
Your shirts
guess,
and your,
like-
and your jumpers.
fluffy tops.
Where was your man
We
going
are
in the
furry.
green with the glasses? Oh, you think about fairies? Oh yeah,
I was.
You'd love to fuck a dog.
Oh god, I can't wait for the next act.
Anyway,
put me on.
speaking of
Ask him what he does for a
speaking
living.
of fucking bitches, our stand-up performer fucks so many bitches. Peter.
Oh, he sounds fun.
All right,
Way
he sounds a
cooler
lot
than
better
me.
than that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forget the applause.
No.
God, this is going terribly.
Wow, thanks for that. Was one of the intros of all time. Thanks, Jordan. Thanks for putting us on.
He set the bar.
Yeah, there was a bar set somewhere. Let's just move on from that one. So, you know what I was thinking the other day? What's the deal with hand dryers?
What is the deal?
Hand dryers.
Hand dryers, the electric hand dryers that you'll get in a public
yeah.
bathroom. Because, sometimes you go in there and then you're going to, do your business. As we do, we won't talk about that part. You wash your hands. And then you just look to see what the option for hand drying is in a public bathroom. And it's really, you can go a few ways. There can be, a hand towel dispenser.
Yeah.
That's good. But then occasionally, places aren't classy enough to do that. People can't be trusted. Sometimes you get like a Dyson Airblade hand dryer.
Oh yeah.
That one works.
Yeah.
That one works. But then sometimes you just see the standard run-of-the-mill hand dryer. Why do we pretend that they do anything? What's the point? What's the point? I don't know. Yeah, you guys get it. You guys get it.
Pretend.
This is so weird.
I've been pretending.
So,
Like, wait, do we respond?
No,
right?
no.
Okay.
We're the
Stand-up bit.
audience, yeah.
I'll respond later.
That's called heckling.
sometimes when I'm in there, sometimes when I'm in a bathroom and they have one of these shitty hand dryers, if there's nobody else in the bathroom at the time, I'm not using that shit. Because the only reason I use it is out of social obligation because it doesn't do anything. You're definitely walking out, doing the little jazz hands on the way out, wiping it, trying to find which item of clothing has it's probably your darkest item of clothing so that you can wipe your hands on it without it being obvious that you've done it.
Yeah,
because that electric hand dryer doesn't do shit. Am I right, guys? Is this relatable?
right.
Am I right? Am I right,
Yeah,
Jordan?
yeah.
Am I right?
You are
Am I
right.
right? Yeah. Anyway, that's been my thank you, guys. You guys have been awesome. You guys have been so good.
Wow.
All right, goodbye, everyone.
Woohoo! No, we should have a chat about this though. Like,
Am I right?
yeah, you're absolutely right.
Well, I found out you're supposed to rub your hands together and they actually work, and it's true.
I found that out too. But
Really?
it's still like you'll be there for a full
You
minute.
rub your hands.
Yeah, but they
With
work.
the old ones.
Yeah, it still works 10, 15 times better than.
Because like in a busy public bathroom, like if
Yeah.
you're not the only one there, you're not standing there for the long amount of time that it requires for it to do anything.
Yeah.
You know what I say? How have we got artificial intelligence that can fucking write an entire essay for you in like under a minute, but they can't make a motion sensor that actually fucking works
Yeah.
under the hand towels? You know, like it just like turns off and you got to like wave your hand
under the
around,
hand
like,
towel.
Wait, this is not.
This is part of the bit.
This is
stand-up
somehow
club's
transitioned
hand
into
dryer
my,
night.
my stand-up bit.
Like a book club, but we all get together and have a
And then
bit.
I'm standing there in front of the hand dryer. It looks like I'm trying to summon some kind of magical being. The way I move my hands around, trying to get the sensor going.
I'm thinking, how have we got AI that can write essays?
And then, so you're telling me that they've made AI that can write an entire
Meanwhile,
essay?
I'm dripping on the floor. I'm gonna slip.
People slipping over everywhere behind me. There's freaking bodies on the floor.
The longer I said that like point that I was making, the more I realized it just sounded like a stand-up bit too.
good.
But that was not funny.
We just go around, maybe in this segment we go around the room, we all do a stand-up bit about the same thing. We all just have to
Yeah.
get hyper-specific about it.
Oh, so funny.
Are you ever in a public bathroom, right? You've seen the hand dryer, right? And you're in a bar's public bathroom. You know,
Yeah,
the most cursed kind of public bathroom. And there's just like a drink on top of a urinal or a drink on top of like a hand dryer.
Same
And you're
the
just
same.
like, how did you get here? And how long ago did you get here? And are you still drinkable? Or is that just
Oh,
me?
have
No,
you
you-
ever drunk one?
Wait,
No,
oh.
no, of course not.
Are you
No, but you
sure
say
it's
you
beer?
do.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
Don't think you want to drink it to find out.
And I'm thinking, what is that?
I'm thinking, okay, I've heard this thing, all right, about public bathrooms, right? You know, this is now the public bathroom stand-up
Are you a
segment.
set still?
Yeah, it's still part of the set. So we had a bit of a supporting act coming on.
Yeah,
you guys had a
we've done
little
a
bit of
bit.
chat.
Right, back to the main
Wait,
act.
let's get Jordan to do some more crowd work.
No, moving on.
So I've heard that like public bathrooms for women is a bit of like a sacred experience. You know, you go in there and everyone's being so supportive and they're being nice to each other. Like people will compliment each other. They'll be fixing up their like hair or whatever in the mirror. They'll be helping each other. They'll be, you know, having a nice little chat. Apparently people make besties for life in like a nightclub public bathroom if you're a woman. If you're a man, A nightclub public bathroom is a absolute war zone.
It's a hostile
It is
place.
a terrifying place. You are getting in there, you are doing what's got to be done, and you're gonna. It's literally a battlefield. You do not want to spend any more time there. You get the job done, and you get the fuck out of there. There might be a door not on its hinges.
Yeah.
There's people yelling at each other. There's piss on the floor.
Oh.
There's piss on
There's
every
piss on
surface.
everything. There's like people trying to hold 2 pints with their dick out, pissing in a urinal. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of shit going on, and I think the girls have this one right.
And you forget which one's the piss pint and which one's the beer pint, and you're like, I
Disastrous.
guess I'll drink
Piss
both.
in the pint.
Okay, we've done really well just then. Let's summarize it into a TikTok.
No.
Stand up bit.
Why
60
don't-
seconds.
Why don't you edit it down into a TikTok?
No.
No,
We
that's
need
too
to
much to
redo it.
ask.
We got this. All right, Peter.
I don't know. What the? Hey, what the? Hey, wait.
When Underdogs podcast listeners hear that sound, they know a
when
TikTok
a
is about
TikTok-
to be not naturally generated, but forced into the world.
All right, I'm ready. I think we can all agree that the hand dryers in public bathrooms do absolutely nothing.
Oh, not at all.
Fuck.
They
Nah.
don't dry your hands.
They don't.
And I'm only going to use it if there's someone else standing there, and it just makes it's like a social obligation.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. What's the point?
And sometimes there's a pint of beer there and you're thinking, is this a beer or is this a piss? And you drink it anyway.
I've not done that. That's just you.
Oh, we're not the guys for TikTok, I don't think.
You know what I'm doing? I'm putting a tick next to what's to do with hand dryers.
Wait, no,
Oh,
wait.
sorry.
Rub it out.
Surely we do that TikTok one more time. The segment's called "What's the Deal with Hand Dryers?" You start like that, and then you can finish by being like, and that's why I was asking, "What's the deal?"
Oh,
with
no.
Come on, get the loop, Peter.
I
We
don't
can do
want
it
to.
one
I
more
don't like
time.
the loop.
You can
Take
just
two.
give us, and that's why I was asking. I'll just tack on the end of the other one.
All right. What is the deal with hand dryers in public bathrooms? They don't do anything.
They suck.
I'm standing there, like doing jazz hands under it, trying to shake all the water off. I'm trying to get the sensor going. I'm like,
Like summoning a demon.
yeah, summoning a genie or something by trying to rub
You
something.
just end up wiping it on your pants anyway.
I know, it's terrible. And that's why, I don't know.
Yes.
That's the
All right,
worst
we
TikTok
nailed
ever.
that.
That TikTok sucks.
I'm ticking it. Right. Patreon questions?
Ooh, okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
It's time for some Patreon questions.
Wow.
Not just Patreon questions though. We're coming up with rules to live your life.
The 7 commandments potentially.
No,
for
the
expansion.
unlimited.
We have a lot of commandments. More than
So we
7.
have questions and we're going to create commandments to live by
Yeah.
that will answer these questions and questions
Yeah,
forever.
because look,
What do we ask for? Life advice?
I asked for questions about life. Look, that's my bad because we have talked about a lot of these topics that got asked a lot. But I've picked out some questions that don't really apply to them, and then we're going to come up with some general commandments and see which ones we haven't answered.
Yeah, just for a bit of backstory, we've done a lot of like Q&A videos on the gaming channel before we even did the podcast. Like we've done a lot of giving people life advice, and often we just get the same questions over and over again.
Yep.
Which is fine because people have their own like common struggles.
Yeah.
But it gets a bit repetitive, so we're going to come up with some blanket rules.
Yep.
If you ever have a question about anything ever,
Yep.
you can consult our commandments
Yeah.
and it will answer them for you because that's how the commandments work. It's like a blanket statements.
And what I assume is they will keep growing to the point where it's almost like a flow chart for every decision you will
Yes.
ever need to
Yes.
make. You're like, should I get a Big Mac or a quarter pounder? Like, check the
Check the
commandments.
flow
Yeah,
chart.
people say like, what would Jesus do? What would the underdogs do?
Yeah.
What would?
Jesus is so old. Who even still cares about him?
Well, what?
Well, what?
Well, what?
You were doing what I was doing.
Well, what to do?
Well, what to do?
Anyway, welcome to
We might
What to
work
Do.
on it.
Well, what to do?
We'll work
Try
on
to
it.
think, do you reckon psychologists are probably just on rinse and repeat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Jesus had it down.
Someone comes in with something new, they're like, "Oof,
That probably never happens. Do you reckon?
nah, I reckon
Well,
it
didn't
would, surely.
that's a bit not good because didn't Muhammad come around after Jesus?
Oh, let's not get into this again. We were so wrong about
We are
Muhammad and
done.
Jesus last time.
Quick update: Maddie never said that Muhammad and Jesus were the same person. so when, I said that,
Yeah, where did you pick that up, Zach? Because that was so incorrect.
I thought Maddie said that, but she was like, I never said that. I just said
That's
they were
so
around.
funny.
Like, I said that they. She said that they were both like figures that like
That's
sort
true.
of represented,
God.
similar things
Yeah.
for the two.
I mean, that
religions.
is, true, but also completely not very insightful. Anyway, commandments.
Right. Do you want to go to the commandments first, or do you want to answer? I picked out
Nah,
questions
let's
that
answer
don't apply to the commandments as much.
Ooh, I mean, maybe we could make the
No,
commandments
no.
first.
Well,
Do you reckon?
I've got 2 commandments. to start us off.
Okay, so this is just your
So
These are
confusing.
two that I
Maybe they
noticed.
should be more like suggestments.
no commandments.
No.
Suggestions.
Yeah.
Full command.
No one would follow along with a religion if they were like, it kind of works sometimes. It's
Be
like,
nice
nah,
to
you go to
thy
hell
neighbor
if
if you wanna. Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
true. If you don't, so should we say if you don't follow these, you go to hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Underdogs hell though. It's not actually that bad.
Yeah.
Which just means you have to watch Mr. Beast videos. Right.
Oh, shot fired for no reason.
My hell. Right. So here's my 2 commandments. Don't go to uni if you don't know what you want to do. That's commandment number 1.
I like
Can we
that.
phrase it more commandy?
Yeah. I'm here I'm the scribe. Let's do it.
Thou shalt not attend uni
Aimlessly.
aimlessly. Great.
Ooh,
Thanks, Zach.
aimlessly is a great
Thou shalt
word.
not attend uni aimlessly.
Which how many of us did?
Well, we know from
Oh, we
personal
backed
experience. Do you reckon Jesus did all his... No, it wasn't even Jesus who got the commandments.
Do you reckon
Shit.
Jesus went to uni?
Do you reckon Moses did all the things?
Yeah, like Moses was not nice to thy neighbor.
Like he was killing people. He
Yeah.
was lusting after his neighbor's wife. Then he was like, I know,
Hang
guys.
on.
That was a mistake.
This was bad.
Yeah.
Surely.
What's next?
Okay, this obviously needs a bit of thou shalt, but
Yeah, okay.
just Peter will fix it up. Make friends by going to clubs and doing things that you're interested in.
Not clubs
Oh,
though. You mean
like,
Like a
social
hobby
activity.
club.
chess club?
What's a club? Like where you just get together and hit seals?
night-
no, like a
club.
nightclub.
That's great.
A clubbing club.
The club.
Maybe we'll have to put shout not go to a clubbing club now. I don't really want to support that.
Is that our second commandment?
No.
Okay, so
how do we phrase that one?
make friends by joining clubs, basically.
Thou.
What about like sort of like you don't make friends with salad, but like you don't make friends at home? Like,
How about
thou shalt
That's
not
not
make
bad.
friends without?
Leave thy house.
thou shall find common interests? No.
Ooh.
With
Something like
thine
that. It's something like
peers
that.
Or something.
Thou shalt.
What about thou shalt make friends at chess club? And it's more of like an example, but then that
that's
like
good.
coveting
relates
the
to-
neighbors' things. It's not literally just your next door neighbors. It's just
Yeah.
people in your community.
I feel like then people they'll get swept into the commandments when they're like, why is one of them just make friends at chess club?
It's kind of
Then
hard to
we
do that
know
for
the
some
deeper
people.
meaning.
All right, someone in chat. It's kind of hard for some people to do that though.
No,
Just,
I know.
Just go and do it. What do you mean it's hard for you? That's why it's a commandment. It's not a suggestion. It's going to be hard.
It's hard to be nice to thy neighbor when they're making thy noise.
Yeah, exactly. It's like thou shalt
having
cover.
thy late party.
It's hard to not kill people when they are being an asshole.
and when thou are attacking my life themselves.
It's hard for thou to not envy thy neighbor's wife when she is thy fucking babe.
Yeah, she thy thick thighs. Right.
Thy thighs.
Another one that I didn't address was basically how do I start a YouTube channel?
Yeah. How
Thou
about
shalt not start a YouTube channel.
Leave it to thine underdogs.
Nah, what I would say though is I was listening to a podcast, something resonated with me where it's like if you wouldn't do it for a few years without making money, then you don't want to be a YouTuber.
Yeah.
so true?
Like people like if it's not a hobby, you're not gonna put the time in to enjoy it.
I think the commandment wise, you can say thou shalt not start YouTube for the purpose of making money.
What's that called? Greed? There's like the words. We
Yeah.
should try and get one of those
Greed.
in there.
Greed is a sin.
Thou
So it-
shall not start YouTube because of greed. What's a better word for because of?
Jew.
Due to greed.
Due to greed.
As of greed. Shall not start YouTube.
For thine greed.
For thine.
Because yeah, people say, how do I
good.
start a YouTube? And it's like, well, if you would have already started one if you wanted
Yeah,
to.
that's a good point.
Click create account. That's
Yeah,
how you
it's
start a
like,
YouTube.
yeah.
So thou shalt not start YouTube for thine greed.
Thine greed.
For thine greed. I don't think that's correct, but we'll take it.
All right.
I also feel like, I don't know.
I've got one. One that we've get questioned on
A
a lot.
commandment. Yep.
Thou shall take cute girl on a fun activity for a first date.
Oh, instead of like a
Instead of something
basic
boring, like a dinner.
coffee date, dinner and movies. Oh, they're
Should I
out.
say interest instead of girl?
Why don't we just say
Yeah,
mini
yeah.
golf?
I think it's we
True.
don't want to create a sexist religion already.
What about just thou shalt go to mini golf on their first date?
Yeah, that
Commandment
actually.
for sexist.
I think Zach's
Can we
is-
just make it specifically mini golf?
Yeah,
Yeah,
thou
mini golf
shalt
is
take
good.
cute interest.
To mini golf. It doesn't even have maybe on first date. Or maybe just Take him to mini golf.
Just do it.
Forever to the end of time.
I should be taking Maddie to mini golf.
I don't think I've
randomly
taken
sometimes.
Sophie to mini golf ever.
What do you, Peter? We can't be preaching this shit.
I've got
No, you
Underdogs
gotta
hell.
learn. You gotta learn.
I suppose some priests fuck neighbors' wives, don't they?
Oh yeah, they
And fuck
wives
all
if they're
kinds of
lucky.
little people.
Yeah, moving on.
Anyway.
Right. Okay, so that's our 4 commandments for now, but we're going to be adding to this as we go along.
Yeah, let's hear some questions.
It's a
Right, so
baseline.
these sort of don't apply to the thine commandments.
Well, we can always give.
That's
our
why we
advice.
make.
Yeah.
That's why we make more.
Right. This one's from Battery. It's for Peter and Zack. Considering you've known each other since childhood and have lived together, does it feel weird to have drifted apart after being so close? Obviously, you two are still close, but did separating after so long feel bittersweet? I'm currently rooming with a childhood friend in college, but I feel like we're starting to drift apart and become our own people with different friend groups. I kind of feel guilty about it since I've known him so long and we've been each other's ride or dies since the beginning, and that's starting to change.
That's actually a good question.
Yeah.
Wait, what was this? What was this guy's situation?
Living with a childhood friend, but they're sort of starting to drift apart.
Like they have different friend groups
Different
or
friend
interests or
groups and
something.
interests, and they're sort of saying like, how do you guys deal with that? Obviously, you guys probably not as close just because you have your own lives and you're
Yeah, well, it's like we used to go to Smash Doors together
Yeah, yeah.
and like go to uni together.
I
And
think
it's just
living
like
together is probably like
living
the most,
together.
like, but also like in high school, you just have so much free time that you like
Yeah.
go to other
oh,
people's houses.
play
Like,
TF2 for like 5 hours
Yeah,
a day
yeah,
with
exactly.
your friends and stuff.
I feel like it's more of a like time, like that time of life thing. It's like both me and Peter have partners and like living separately with your partners.
Yeah.
Like that was the reason that Peter moved out initially. It was like for him and Sophie to go live together.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yeah, it's a little bit bittersweet, but it's just like different times in your life. But then moving, like being separate can also like be good in other ways as well.
Absence
Because then
makes
it's
the
like,
heart grow
I
fonder.
couldn't hear
Yeah,
the
there
first
you
word
go.
of the saying. Jordan's got me. But,
But like
yeah.
this happened with my mum when I moved out of home. Like we were not getting on because it was just like lots of like time spent together. And like I'm not saying that me and Peter like weren't getting along when he was living here. Like it was good, but
well, like just living together brings issues.
Conflict.
Yeah.
It's just how it is, you know. It's like
But I
you,
think we-
you can love your parents and you can still be like, I hate my mom.
Yeah.
It's like you love your parents, you don't mean it.
Also, like when you live together, time spent like doing dishes and vacuuming. Whereas when you like see your friends not in a living together
Yeah.
environment, you can do fun like mini golf together, and it's fun. You have fun together rather than
Definitely.
existing together.
that being said, I think there was very little conflict when me and Peter were living
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
Which was
Oh, yeah.
good. And it was good for like working on YouTube videos together and getting quick opinions and stuff.
It's definitely
that.
like it
But-
was a time, but that's the thing. It was a time, and
Yeah.
I think the beauty of a long time friendship, and especially this happens to a lot of people, but I see it's mostly guys that have this. You don't necessarily need a lot of time together to know that you're still really good friends.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I know a lot of people have this with a couple of girlfriends as well, but there's some friends where you're just like, I could not see you for 2 years and we get together and it'd be fucking sick.
You know
Yeah.
what I feel exactly that way about? The Swiss friend that
Yeah.
you were talking about
Yeah.
earlier. That like we both don't, he lives in a different city. We both don't see him that often, but like every time I just feel like nothing's changed.
Yeah.
Like it's really good.
And so it's really not a big issue. It's just like, so I just think it's, if their question in particular, audience member, don't feel bad about it. It's just literally how life tends to go.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the time you do have together. And then if you want to organize more stuff, do that.
So
you know what? Here's my quote that you can quote me on.
this is the commandment. If you
Oh.
want a commandment, because are we commanding
Yeah,
this?
this
Well,
has
I don't
a-
know if it's worth a commandment, but I was going to
But
say
it's
to
worth a
this.
quote.
I was going to say to this guy who's like moving apart from his friend, like the friendship won't be over unless you make that happen, or unless one of you, I should say.
That's a
because
good quote.
Your friend could just like ghost you for eternity.
Yeah.
I'm sure that won't happen. But it's like it's a 2-person thing. But like it's up to you guys to still make an effort.
So thou shalt always be friends if thine wants to. Didn't feel great off.
What about just
The reception was quite chilly.
Oh, very cold.
something like what is it that like girls say on each other's Facebook posts? Like, oh, we really need to catch up sometime.
Yeah,
It's
thou
like, but
shalt
actually
really
do
need to
it.
catch up.
But
Thou shalt
actually do
actually
it.
catch up.
Thou
Thou
shalt
shalt
actually
actually catch up.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Dude, the what's it called? Our 10-year high school reunion was maybe the worst example of that I've ever had.
Oh, like everyone
What do you
being like,
mean?
yeah, we should hang out.
We
more.
should hang out. Like,
Oh yeah.
Just with
it's
everyone.
like, dude, it's been so good to actually have a chat after 10 years. We should like catch up.
No,
True, that's probably
we'll do it
coming up for
again
me
in 10
next
years.
year.
Are you gonna go?
Probably.
It's
I
worth
don't
going
know.
to. I
Wait,
would
was
go.
mine this year?
No, we're same year.
Yours
Oh,
is
yeah,
next
yeah,
year.
yeah. You're right. Shit.
Although I still hang out with a lot of my high school friends that I actually
So do
hung
I,
out with.
which was good though because it also means you have a little bit of a pack, like a safety pack.
You can have a prees
I'll
together.
I'll see what
Yeah.
the pack wants to do. We'll decide.
You should go.
No,
I'm not
you
the
gotta
alpha.
convince the whole pack to go.
I'll be the alpha wolf.
I
of the
almost
pack.
didn't go. I was on the fence, and then I'm glad I did go. Even if it's because it's one of those things where
You can just
think about
leave,
it.
right?
Well, it's
Yeah,
just
it's
a
like
day. It's like not even a day.
It's a once in a lifetime experience of going to a 10-year anniversary. Like, sure, you might go to 20. It's not once in a lifetime in
Yeah.
that regard, but you can. How many chances do you have to stay at home in your life? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Plenty.
Even Alpha Move is having the 80th reunion at the funeral. At the fucking cemetery.
The first to dies.
That's at the home, surely. You just get the later and later ones, and you just go and check each other's bingo rooms out.
That's a good one.
Actually, good question.
Shall
I
we
would
catch
say
up?
it's
Shouts
just
to battery.
that's life.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't feel too bad about it, and as long as you're on the same page as a friend, it's all good.
Yeah.
And I'm a big firm believer in what Peter said. Like, doesn't matter how much time's passed. It's like, if someone is like a high value friend, like, I feel like if you make the effort, like, I had a few things like, we're having our engagement party, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that's a good sort of thing to like invite people to that I haven't seen in a while. It's like a good, almost like an excuse where like I might feel a bit weird with them catching up like for a coffee.
Yeah.
But then like,
In an environment like that's a group, it's fine. Having
Yeah,
one person
and it's
there,
just like-
yeah, I agree.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to bring it back again, but a good test of that is like if I was in need of somewhere to like stay a night, if it's just like, you know, my life went to hell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I got evicted from my house and, you know, my family turned my back on me,
You had no money.
yeah, no money.
etc.
It's like, I feel like you could still just rely on that person. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
no matter how much time had passed.
Yeah.
And as long as you still have that with your friend in that instance, then you're all good.
Yeah.
damn, we're getting pretty deep here.
Well, there are questions about life. you know?
Yeah. Let's see the next one.
Right. These ones are just sort of 3 quick hits.
Alrighty.
This is from Pogger's Frog, who
What
often
up, Poggers Frog?
messages the podcast.
I always say what up, Poggers Frog, whenever
Yeah.
you mention Poggers Frog. It's what a name.
Pog is frog.
This one we definitely need a commandment for. What motivates you to finish longer projects with no deadline? So motivation's one that comes up quite often.
Nothing.
We're just the wrong people to ask.
Yeah.
Maybe ask Jordan. Jordan's good.
Am I? I don't think
You're
I'm
the best
better
at
than us.
deadline, sort of consistent. Well, you put out content far more often than any of us.
Kind of. Not anymore.
Still more often than any of us, right?
Just
Thou shalt.
Oh, sorry.
Make-
Let me get my pen handy.
Thou shalt make a schedule. I don't know. I feel like if
Brilliant.
you've got a deadline that's far away, then it's just like, just make a schedule and then treat the schedule. I don't know.
It's easier said than done for a lot of people. I
Yeah.
think like that is a good idea, but then people don't follow through on their schedule or they don't make
Including
it.
me.
Well, I
so,
mean,
yeah.
that's the same as like people find it hard to go make friends at a chess club. People find it hard, so just do it.
Yeah, true. If you just follow the commandment, it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, it's just simple.
That's a good point.
Well, well done. That was easy.
Yeah, no worries.
I think the question kind of like it has deadline in it. Like you need to give yourself a deadline,
Yeah, that's a good
which
one.
I'm really bad at doing. And it's like, but I worked so hard before going to Turkey because like I wanted to get the rollerblading video finished before I went to Turkey. Didn't end up finishing it, but I did like.
You were so
lot of-
close.
I was very
Heaps.
productive before leaving.
Do you remember
then-
when Steve came out like 3 days before your birthday holiday?
I remember this.
And we were just like up all night fucking grinding that shit away. Like that was crazy.
You were
Hero
king.
came out when I was on the plane to America, and I recorded a Hero gameplay commentary in my hotel in Las Vegas.
so good.
But it's like that sort of stuff is like time sensitive, so it gives me the deadline for
Yeah.
me. But then now I'm just having to set my own deadlines. And
Yeah.
I'm terrible with it.
Yeah,
Maybe I should try the schedule.
Yeah, someone in the chat saying discipline over motivation. I guess motivation's a hard thing to make.
It's
Yeah.
like, I think discipline's a lifelong habit.
Motivation's
It's
a
not something-
fleeting emotion.
It's not something you can just like bang. Now I work better towards no deadline things.
That was
Like,
easy.
It is literally a lifestyle change, and it's something that I think we're still all working on.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
Always, it's like a never-ending task. So it's a really hard question to answer.
We've done pretty well. We got a commandment.
What's the commandment?
Thou shalt make a schedule.
Thou shalt make a schedule.
An exciting schedule.
Oh, sorry. Should I change
How do you
it?
Yeah, I
how
think
do you
so.
make yourself motivated to follow along with your schedule though? Because
Exactly.
like,
You got to make it exciting.
do you have little bits of like, look at cat videos, half an hour?
I do think Jordan
Yeah.
has said this, and I've started doing it. Is putting things that are fun in your schedule as well.
Yeah.
Like-
the schedule should be
Like watch a movie is in your schedule. or
Yeah,
whatever.
the schedule should be like the most fun week you can think of.
Yeah.
And so then, of course, you're going to want to follow it because you can't think of anything better.
Yeah.
That's a good tip.
Yeah.
How do we get? Thou shalt make a fun schedule.
They actually make a fun schedule.
The funnest schedule. The funnest
The
of our
funnest.
schedules.
Thy funnest.
Funnest of thy schedules.
yeah.
I'm not sure if funnest is a word, but let's. all
What
right.
about things you need to do that just aren't fun though?
Yeah, well, you got to do them anyway, right?
Yeah.
So you put it
No,
on,
but, like, the rest
and
of
then
it's really
and then
fun.
the rest of it, you make it as fun as
Oh.
possible.
You're like, just as soon as I've cleaned the toilet, I can, I don't know, do something fun.
Like
Yeah.
if the point of your life is to enjoy it as much as possible, and then the schedule should reflect that.
Isn't
and then
it-
of course you want to follow it.
It's so crazy when you're wise. I love it. I think it's
Me?
my favorite part of the podcast. When
Do
you
you
come
wanna-
in with some serious wisdom.
and he says it in the same tone as if he was saying something
Yeah,
incredibly
like, he's
insane.
like, he says, I shat
all
my
smart.
pants
It's all
and
smart.
these wise things in the
Yeah,
exact
well,
same tone.
he's one of the 4 wise men.
Yeah, we the other three?
Yeah,
We're the
yeah,
other
yeah.
three.
Isn't there
It's
three
well, we're
wise
making
men?
a
Or there's
religion. We get to
4
come
now?
up with whatever we want.
What's the 4th gift we're bringing to baby underdog Jesus?
What are the other three?
Gold, myrrh, and frankincense.
I think the fact that someone
Lemons.
Dude, the fact that someone brought myrrh, I feel sets the bar. You can bring a lemon.
What
on
the
that.
hell
Along.
is myrrh?
They
It's
already
like-
fucked it. with
Spices,
myrrh.
no?
Oh, is it? I don't know.
It's a plant thing of some kind. Because
spice.
this is a thought I had the other day. So we bought some incense because, you know, incense is a vibe. And there was one that was frankincense incense. Like frankincense.
I don't-
It's another plant thing. It's
Okay.
like I don't even know exactly what it is.
I don't know.
And I was thinking, man, I was like, we are so desensitized to how epic spices are.
Yeah.
Like, I've just like, yeah, frankincense, incense, $1 for a pack of 20.
Yeah.
This was on the level of gold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
man.
then, okay, you're a wise man. You're not a dumb man. You're a wise man.
True.
And you're entrusted to give a gift to baby of the Lord.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, you're a wise man.
This should be the stand-up bit. Forget the hand dryers.
And he's like, yeah, frankincense. That shit must have been busting back in the day.
Yeah.
And you know
now,
what? I bet the
it's
person that
nothing.
brought gold saw baby Jesus open the frankincense and he was like, fuck, I've bought a shit gift now.
Yeah.
Like, I only
Probably.
brought gold. Who needs this?
And then like avocados is like so good that it wasn't possible because you couldn't keep it in the fridge.
Oh, God. Imagine, like,
Avocados was so
you
good it
bring
wasn't
baby
possible.
Jesus
Yeah,
a
you
fresh
know.
avo.
Yeah. And that
From another country, another land, of this fruit that's designed for you to love
and now
it.
we go to the supermarket and we just can just buy everything and we're just like,
yeah, and let it go
and
off.
Jordan's like, I love banana.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Again.
the 4th gift is avocado on toast.
Avo, yeah, smashed avo on toast.
With lemon.
And that is truly the most
lemon.
more valuable than gold these days.
I don't know if this next one's a commandment, but what's Jordan's worst take? I thought we'd just quickly think of one.
My
each.
worst take?
Yeah.
His worst take is
I
always
can't
when you
remember.
ask him a question, he says, "Well, I hadn't thought about it."
Yeah.
That's the
That's
worst
the
one.
best take.
One that came to
Like,
mind
think about
was
it now.
That's the
that
best
nothing
take.
smells good. That was a pretty bad
Nothing
take.
smells good.
Yeah. Anyone else got one?
Yeah, I'll give that up.
What? Like bad takes I remember Jordan
That he said on the
making?
podcast. Oh, I'm specifically
remember.
the podcast, but if you can't think of any, we
Can't
just
remember any
leave
bad ones. I think they're all
it.
good.
All pretty good.
One of Jordan's bad takes is just like not being self-aware when he's going too deep into a science topic. When he's asking questions like
I liked.
No, I like that. That's my favorite trait.
Yeah,
Mm.
that goes hard.
no, I
Bit
don't
of a
think you're
sub-
realizing how deep we're going. When he's on like the 5th clarification question and it's like, okay, he's not getting it.
All right.
Jordan, you gotta cut
one's got
yourself
one.
Oh no,
off
Jordan's
sometimes.
worst take is that fiction is pointless.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah.
No, but I came around to that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
why
it was a bad take.
It was a bad take.
And you gave up the smell, or you still on that?
I do think there are some better smells than the nature ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
kind of my point. Also, fiction I haven't completely come around to. It's a bit
Oh, he's sort of holding up
it's
his
a bit hit
takes.
and miss. It's a bit hit and miss fiction.
Has anyone got one in the chat?
Fiction is like some people are trying to give an opinion and they probably shouldn't.
Yeah, Jordan.
I feel
bad take that
Literally
you-
on a podcast, Jordan.
Yeah, I
We
know.
are the epitome of people who have an opinion and shouldn't share it, but we do.
Yeah, but then it's fiction that's made up and it's even more crazy. Does that make sense?
Not really.
Like, I feel like maybe every movie, a psychologist should look at it and be like, yeah, all right, we'll let this out to the people.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
what movie do you
This
reckon the
is
psychologist would have like
1984.
vetted?
I don't know, probably so many.
Yeah.
Shallow
Like
Hal.
this one.
Shallow
Shallow,
Hal.
for example, Shallow How, that it's trying to...
Damn, he's got us.
He's trying to give off some good message in that movie and then make it funny, and it kind of is actually horrible.
That should have
Yeah.
been vetoed for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Good call.
And they have so much more power than an actual psychologist because people seem to love these movies.
Movies.
But yeah.
Someone, people were telling us that myrrh is apparently extremely valuable.
Is it still?
And
or
I
back
always
in the
thought it
day?
was the shittest gift. 'Cause
What is
myrrh.
it? So it is a
Myrrh.
spice.
I think it's something like that. I'm not sure. I don't have my phone on me, sorry.
That's right. All right. Moving on. This one's easy as well. It doesn't need a commandment. How much of Petty's life has been spent watching the Phantom Menace documentary?
It is a percentage that's quite small.
Almost zero.
Very,
Yeah,
very
literally
small.
0.
Right. Salty Sea Dog asks, what's the best unethical life tip you'd give someone?
Eat fruit.
That's ethical, Zach. How's that unethical?
Oh, shit.
Unethical life advice.
Cannonball your friends.
Salty sea dog. Don't swab the decks. Yarr.
You know, when we were talking about discipline before,
When did the pirates come in?
Salty Sea
Salty
Dog.
Sea
Dog asked the question.
so confused. Yeah, we were talking about discipline before. I've been doing a bit of swabbing the deck with like cleaning.
Yeah.
But that's because I've had a really bad week last week in terms of like productivity, and then like I would sit down and I just couldn't like work on this like video script. So then instead I've started just like doing other stuff that is productive.
When we walked into the house, these top rooms are cleaner than we've ever seen them in our lives.
Yeah, but it's
So
because like
clean.
I'm very unorganized and messy, and it's gotten to a point now where it's just like I see it everywhere, and I'm just
It does
gotta
start to
make a
consume
change. I
me.
gotta have like you were saying like the life switch where you become disciplined.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do that to
It's
some
so
extent.
hard.
It
As
is
soon,
hard.
so hard.
as soon as you keep it like, oh, now we'll keep it clean, and like you say that every time, you know what I mean? You guys do that? Like you clean the whole house, you go epic, and you're
We're
like,
never letting it get dirty again.
and then it always does.
I heard a good tip, Zach. If it takes 2 minutes, do it right now.
I've heard that too, and I've been
started
doing
doing
it.
That is
it.
a good
It's good.
tip,
It's
yeah.
a great tip. Should we write that as a commandment? No.
Yeah,
It is a good
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
It is
Let's fucking
We're
do
on.
it.
All right. So
That's a
the
good
last one was thou shall make the funnest of schedules.
When did they come up with seconds? Would have been hard.
The time?
Yeah.
A time is divided extremely strangely. Because like it's based off a day, right? Because the day
Yeah.
is a tangible thing, right? But all the things below that, like hours and minutes and seconds, are all
Seconds
arbitrary.
must be pretty recent though, because you're like in the 1700s. When do seconds come up? Never.
Did they even have time in the 1700s?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have had some kind of time. Probably noon.
Yes. They've
Yeah.
had like sundials and stuff for ages.
But
Like,
wouldn't
They
have
would
had
say like,
seconds.
they wouldn't have said like, oh, 3 o'clock.
it wouldn't have been very precise.
So not really hours.
1700s definitely they would have had it.
You reckon they would have said, oh, it's 1500?
They've invented like grandfather clocks and shit have been around for ages.
Oh, yeah.
Probably like where my grandfather was. I have good wording for this commandment though. What about just thou shalt make 2-minute noodles if possible?
Oh, it's like one of those. Like
It's one of those like thinker ones.
It applies
you know how,
to everything.
Okay,
This is good,
I
actually.
don't
It's a
think-
bit like thou
no,
shalt.
This is the thing I hate about movies. Why make it abstract?
Oh, I
if you're
love
trying
it's
to teach a
abstract.
lesson. No, because the only people who get it are the people who already
No,
get
but
it.
it makes you think about it,
Yeah.
and then if something actually stays in your head, if you've thought about it, like if I say to you,
Oh,
like,
nah.
blue is the best color, you're just like, no, it's not. But if then, like, you're just like, I don't really, and then I present to you this in a really interesting fictional way that shows, then you're like, maybe
Oh
it is.
yeah, yeah. If it
Yeah.
explains it enough where you can get it,
But not explains it, makes you come to the
No.
conclusion
Oh,
yourself.
when it's so
Jordan,
subtle
I'm
that
sorry,
no one
you-
gets it unless
No,
they
you're
already
kinda-
know it, then why even
Jordan,
say
the
it?
really abstract things are not necessarily for you. It's for people who've watched a lot of fiction already. Like you need some entry level fiction,
That's
and
true.
then you need to like, because like this is what I was saying. I got art last week. Do you remember this stupid bit?
I do remember this.
Because I was like, I needed to look at some more basic art, and then I looked at this one. I was like, oh,
Had to
I
level up.
now get some meaning out of this.
Yeah, sure.
Because before I didn't. That's you in fiction. Like,
Yeah,
you don't get any
Jordan.
meaning out of it.
What
you
have
just
you
got to
wa-
train up.
Bad take, I think.
Great
what have you
take.
watched as of late that you didn't really think? You thought it was just too abstract. Why was it so abstract?
Spirited Away.
Oh.
People are like, oh, it's the best.
Wait,
That's
I
a fair
literally
point.
watched that like a week ago as well.
No, I watched it like a year ago.
Oh well.
I did watch.
Doesn't
Whisper
watch a lot of fiction.
No, I watched Whisper of the Heart
I don't know what that is.
yesterday. Same guy.
Yeah.
Very good.
But,
Studio
like-
Ghibli sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah, very good.
I just thought like I didn't think that much about the meaning of Spirited Away. I'm sure there
Exactly.
is one.
Went over your head.
But I
They should have said it more.
No, I just really enjoyed the movie. Like not everything has to have a really explicit
No, but people
meaning.
like it because they're like, it's so deep because like the monster's
Well, those
like
are people
a
that have seen
consumer.
it 10 times and they like
Yeah,
they're-
but they should have just said,
What is this?
look, we can have different opinions.
We can.
Thou shall have different opinions.
No, don't write that down. Don't
I'm
write that
not
down.
wasting my ink on that.
What was the question that we got us? Yeah, I had something for the question, but I've completely forgotten. We got so derailed.
Yar. What
Oh,
be the
salty
best
sea salt.
unethical life tips?
What do you mean?
Here's a good unethical life hack.
This cannot be.
And I-
good.
After working in the service industry at a hotel, if you complain enough, you can get just about anything.
That's a perfect unethical life
Like,
tip.
if you are enough of a little bitch,
Yeah.
you will get free shit. People will hate you.
Yeah.
But if it's a situation where that doesn't matter,
Yeah.
like, oh, here's one. This one's not where you don't have to be a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you book a hotel, say it is for your anniversary.
Yeah.
And then you probably get a free bottle of champagne.
That's a great unethical life tip. Do you understand the
I
concept?
understand. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
You have to like lie, and it's a life hack. So
Email
always
management.
say it's an anniversary or a birthday or an event. Not for a restaurant. They might come and sing to you if you say it's for a birthday.
Have
but
I-
for a hotel room, they're like, yeah, we'll make it special for you.
Have I told you how when I book a restaurant for Brooke and I always write 1 month anniversary? And she gets so embarrassed.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that's great. No one's ever acknowledged it either. So you just know they've seen it and be like, these fuckheads.
And then you're like being so comfortable with each other.
I
and
love
then-
being like really loud. I'm like, what do you do again? Like, oh, it's just for me, really.
when we were in Turkey, because we had just gotten engaged, like it would just like it would come up sometimes when we're like talking to people, because if it's like a tour guide or something,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, why are you in Turkey? And then like, we'd say like, oh, like we got engaged, but then like you could also use it to like get stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But we didn't really do, like, felt a bit awkward about that. But then also, like, it's not like there's a date on the ring. In 5 years' time, I could say, like, oh,
Yeah.
we got engaged on this trip and we're in, like,
Just got to
Japan
get it
or
cleaned,
somewhere.
I guess.
say it's your honeymoon. I talked into my coffee cup. You can say it's your honeymoon. Talk to my coffee cup instead of my microphone.
Don't talk to him until he's talked to his coffee.
That's so funny.
Should we commandment this? Is there anything command worthy?
I don't think so. I
think
don't necessarily agree with these. I think that the champagne bottle, it's going to cost $10 for them to produce, probably less.
Yeah.
That one's not too unethical.
So it shall always be thine birthday.
I don't think this one's deserving of commandment. I don't
I
think
think
it
you're
goes
right.
with the underdogs' morals.
Yeah, unlike what was it? Make 2-minute noodles if you can. Where is it? Thou shall make 2-minute noodles. Do you want to hear it?
If possible.
Thou
Do you want
shalt
a recap?
immediately make 2-minute noodles.
Oh, can I just give a little thing about someone in the chat saying they've had a restaurant check ID to make sure it's your birthday?
Ooh.
That's insane.
But they
Yeah.
can't check your anniversary.
But
I
on
guess
that,
you
on
need
that
a partner,
topic,
though.
I went out to get a couple drinks at a bar near your house, actually, Jackson.
Let's go.
And the guy asked for ID.
Yeah.
And then Sophie's like, "Oh, I look like a baby." And then as I'm handing this guy my ID, I'm like, "You're telling me, bro." And then he looks at the date. He's clearly 5 years younger than
Yeah.
me. He looks and he just goes, and he like laughs
That's
when he
so
sees
funny.
the like. He's looking for 2005.
Is that what it is
That's
now?
what it is.
Because the
Because
drinking age
it's
is 18.
To that, and he's 1995, and he's like 10 fucking years, and he's checking my ID, and it was
That's
just
great.
it's outrageous, and it was so he laughed so obviously that we had to have a conversation about it.
Yeah.
It was just like passport where you could just brush it over. It was just like, yep,
Where'd you go?
Raiding with Thieves,
Oh, yeah, it's good there.
bussin'.
We all went there, didn't we? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I told you about the bouncer that didn't even check my ID because he recognized me from YouTube.
Yeah, that's
right?
great.
That's great, yeah.
And it was one of the photo taking ones. Like, I'm just not in the system.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Respect.
Not going to be part of your system.
All right.
Fuck the system. Thou shalt fuck the system. Anyways.
Unethical.
He took my ID and threw it on the
ground.
Sam Deman asks, Jordan, I know you don't like making food and I'm in the same boat. Do you have any tips about eating healthier without putting in much effort to making stuff?
Yeah, make it
Oh.
all on one day.
Actual
Thou
great
shalt meal
advice.
prep.
Yeah,
Thou shalt meal prep.
I've been getting
yeah.
into meal prepping. I can commandment that bitch.
And thou shalt buy lots of frozen vegetables. It's so easy.
Is this one command or do you want one for
Thou
frozen
shalt meal
veggies?
prep with frozen vegetables.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to cook shit. You just chuck it all in the microwave.
Frozen veggies are kind of elite.
So good.
Not even chucking them in the microwave. Like the peas, corn, carrot, that goes in like shepherd's pie. You can put
Yeah,
it in
yeah.
like
Anything.
pasta. You can put it in.
Are you
everything.
getting like the pre-diced one
Yeah.
with the carrots?
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah.
shit is ass.
So good.
The carrot in that,
Beautiful.
like the peas and corn, they hold up.
The
but
wetness.
frozen carrot does not
You
hold up.
don't want to get one with
Depends
because
on the
carrots so
dish.
cheap as well. Try and get like some straight broccoli.
I'm down for frozen peas. I'm down for frozen corn, but the carrot just turns into rubber. I hate that shit.
No, but I freeze my meal preps anyway. So it like that kind of happens to the carrot either way.
I think it's
It
also
doesn't
the
matter
way
to
it's
me.
cut into tiny pieces.
Yeah, I'm
it just
with Peter
loses
on this
all
one.
texture.
It's so soppy.
It's yeah, and I like the other ones, but I think the carrot. I wouldn't get the carrot mix in that one, but each to their own.
Yeah, corn and peas. I agree. Well, like, it's kind of the only way to get peas.
I just get broccoli.
Yeah,
Yeah,
who's ever had a fresh pea?
Sounds great. Never done it. I don't think.
Have you ever had like a not frozen pea?
Maybe
Yeah,
in a
in the
restaurant.
nightclub bathroom.
Yeah, nice. What's the deal? What's the deal?
Well, there you go, Sam man. That was easy, and you got a commandment. McCurbs, I have one question for each underdog.
Ooh.
Who wants to go first?
We each get a
No,
commandment.
do we have to
too.
combine them all into one command?
That's good. One overarching one. Well, they can't. We might have already answered it. Who wants to go first?
I'll
Me.
go. I said it first.
All right,
Jordan answered the last one. Give it to Zach.
All right, Zach. Other than variety vids doing, but this one made me laugh. Other than variety vids being more fun, what's the main reason for variety content? Like, he's not buying that.
Hold on. The main reason was because they're more fun. So if I have to think of a
secondary
different,
option.
What's the main
oh,
reason?
so a different main.
What's
reason.
your end game, bro? What's your end
Yeah.
game?
What's going on
Yeah.
with you?
I'll be like Mr. Krabs, like Lenny is the microphone. Like,
Money.
no, but it's like no money. It's like what's the other reason? Okay, more fun. I guess you could say higher potential for growth, but that's not the reason.
It's got to
I'm
be
doing it.
sustainability, long-term sustainability
Yeah, that's
aside
Yeah.
from fun.
That's good.
Like I didn't want to. Like I was enjoying making Smash videos, but I didn't want to get to a point to
That's
where
it,
I was
forever.
like, not enjoying it, and that was the only thing I could do. And I was feeling a bit creatively exhausted with Smash.
yeah.
When you get past, you lose your cosplay like 11 and Deadly Spectate
It feels
8.
done.
And then, it was like I was like pushing those series to their limits as well. And a few of the random videos I was doing up until that point, like every Smash character getting banned, and I was playing around with different like camera angles in real life and that. But it's just like at some point, like
It's
just,
done.
yeah, I'm having a lot more fun doing these.
Yeah.
It did come back to they're more fun.
Yeah. Well, other than that, because
That's a fine reason if that's the only one. You
No,
know, you don't
what's
need
the main
another- What's the
reason?
main reason?
If it wasn't more fun, it would be great because I'm really struggling with like the organizing and like planning and writing parts of these
Much
videos.
harder, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
whereas like Smash gameplay, I'm like, I'll play all the heavies today, and then I'll think of a way to title and thumbnail it later.
Yeah.
It's really different. I kind of wish that I was way more content with doing that.
It would be
It's
a
a
lot
lot
simpler.
easier, yeah.
Yeah, and would probably make more money.
I see people who just clearly have like an immense passion for playing their game on their YouTube.
Yeah.
And it comes through in their video, and I'm like, man, I'm jealous of that. Like, I was watching, I've
what games?
never played Rust before. Do you guys know about Rust?
Yeah.
never heard of it.
It's like a survival. It's like kind of got like Battle Royale, but also Minecraft elements. So you like build a base and then people can come and shoot you out of your base and
Multiplayer.
stuff, you know.
Sounds fun.
Anyway, yeah, it seems very fun. Never played it, but there's just like a YouTuber I watch for it because they're so good.
Yeah.
And they clearly love it so much, you know, and it's just like, damn, like I wish I had your drive
Damn, you're
because
having
of your
fun.
passion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thing is, I still love Smash. Definitely my favorite game still. But
Do you
it's
still
just
like playing it all the time?
I play online still sometimes.
I
And
remember when I
like-
came
and like
early last week
Underdogs.
and you said I played online and I was like, why? And you just were like, I don't know, for fun.
Yeah.
I played online yesterday and I would like had fun for a little bit and then I was like, man, this is ass.
I have a confession to make.
Oh no.
The other week, I saw Jordan streaming, and he was doing an Iron Man challenge, and he was struggling to find an opponent. And I was downstairs in the kitchen talking to Maddie. Oh, like she had just come in. I was like watching it while I ate breakfast.
Sorry, babe.
Be right back, bish.
But Jordan was like not finding a match, and I sprinted upstairs to turn my Switch on while watching the stream. And I was like, he still hasn't got a match. It's good. It's good. I like launched, went online, and you like just found a match as I went in.
Yeah, I don't
So
remember
didn't-
fighting you.
Yeah, I didn't get to stream snipe
That's
Jordan.
so
but,
Damn.
like,
funny.
it was just, and then I ended up playing Smash for like an hour.
All right, it got you.
I
in.
still played online.
Nice.
Because then, like after that match, you were like, well, let's close that. Like spin the wheel, and you were playing some other game.
Oh, okay.
So like I couldn't stream snipe you, but I just had you on in the background, and I just played some Smash.
Oh.
Very
Wholesome.
chill.
Well, yeah, okay. So remember your point there, Zach, for whatever your addition to the commandment's going to be.
Yeah.
Next question.
Oh yes. Yeah. Okay. You want to
Maybe
go?
go
I'll just write
Jordan.
them in the order they came.
All right.
Zach was first.
Oh, to be fair though, I just wanted to quickly say, bring it back to how it was like, do YouTube if you loved it. It kind of makes sense with like I feel like when I was doing the other types of YouTube, I played Smash like all the time. Like I still played it. Then you're still kind of playing it. You're like not really, and you're like not really either, right? Which kind of makes sense for when we were competing, in terms of
Yeah.
like which of us kind of got better
Yeah.
more. It's kind of like
Yeah, the
the
two
same thing.
canonically best Smash players, me and you.
Yeah, because he just like liked it more. Makes sense, right?
Ex best players.
No, but it's like we just liked
Good
it.
play, Zach. Putting yourself on the same level as Jordan. That was a good little.
No, I know.
Well, you
First
can see in
and
his
second,
face.
that was
Not
close.
Yeah, no, he's not wrong, but he's really
what I
misled
mean.
everyone.
Zach
you know
went,
what I mean?
Can't really rebut as well because like I technically was like
first
the
and
second
second,
highest
yeah.
peaking.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
And you're
It's
well
just-
above me and Peter.
I was saying it makes sense. It's just like we just probably liked it more.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. We've been on this one for ages.
Yeah.
Peter, these questions are great. Have you ever thought about competing in a professional sport? Why not?
Have you seen my body type? Are you serious?
Surely you've thought about it though.
I've thought about it. And
I
I've
was
been
going to
like,
say, I feel like every young, particularly boy, but now probably
At least
girls
in
as well.
Australia.
And that's what you want to do when you're a kid.
I am way too old at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to say I'm ancient, but if
Bowling.
you're going to be professional,
Golf.
you need to start at like
You got
10.
options. Jordan's at bowling.
Yeah, bowling.
I'm way
Darts?
way too good at those things already. Like
Darts.
I'm at my physical peak now, and I just didn't start early enough. You know, it's only downhill from here, so I'll be learning skills as I get physically worse.
Yeah.
and it's just like I'm never to be professional. You need to be physically best and skill best.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen.
You're kind of not doing it professionally, but you are doing that with Ultimate Frisbee, trying to be as good as you can.
I'm trying to be as good as I can,
reasonably.
and even then, I'm not at the
Yeah,
highest
yeah,
level.
yeah.
You know, there's people like I wouldn't get into like let's say like world championships. I barely got into the Division 1 national championships. I'm not that good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like it's just how it is.
But have you thought about competing in them?
I've thought about it. I've thought about it.
Why not?
That's a funny question.
You definitely need to take Sophie to mini golf, man. Time's running out.
Yeah.
You got to get your practice in now for when you're golfing in your 60s.
Jordan,
Yes?
how often do you think about your plan for the future?
Like how far in the future?
And then they say,
This guy's trying to break us down.
Yeah.
He's trying to crumble the Mount
Kinda
Rushmore.
making
I thought that
Hello.
was a hard question. Here's the follow-up. What do you think about? We would all love to know.
Okay. How far do you think in the future? I'll think.
How often do you plan about your future? How often do you think about your plan for the future?
When I need a plan, then I'll
Yeah.
do it, and then
Can I-
I'll move on. Yeah, go on.
I know the answer for this. I asked Jordan, like, we were at a
What did you
meeting like
ask?
2 weeks ago, and I was thinking, like, oh, what's everyone's like sort of plan with
Oh,
their
yeah.
like YouTube
Oh,
and just
that's
like what you're
right.
doing over the next like
Yeah, what's the
2
2-year plan?
years or like 5 years? And I don't have like a 5-year plan or anything like that, but I have a loose idea. I feel like Jordan's very much like a one day at a time sort of person.
Yeah, it'll be like I'll kind of think about the future. Like, let's say I've had a week, then I'll kind of think about the week, and I'll be like, is this still what I want to do?
So it's more like
That's
reflecting,
the past.
Yeah, it's more like a reflecting, but then it's like,
reflecting,
well, would I?
and then inferring that to the future almost.
Yeah.
Like,
You-
do
Bit
I
of
want to
both,
do
bit
that
of both.
again?
Yeah.
Audience, like whoever asked this, remember this is the guy that bought the ring on the day he decided he wanted to propose and
That's
then just
true.
did it.
Yes.
You know, so I feel like
I
you're
woke up
barking
that
up the
morning
wrong
and I was
tree.
like, it's time.
You're
And
right.
so then,
If you think about every week that's just been though, and then you make the next one better,
Yeah, it's like, am I
surely
still
that's
moving?
infinite improvement in your life.
It's like, am I still moving in the direction I want? It's more like that kind of thought.
Wow.
It's like, yes or no?
that's pretty
No,
good.
then rethink the plan for next week.
It's a good take because people say like don't compare yourself to other people, compare yourself to your past self.
Yeah.
And it's like don't try and be better than your peers, be better than your self yesterday.
Is this Jordan's wisest episode?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm on
It's got to be
fire.
up there.
We've got Jordan, Peter,
Yeah.
son. He's wise now.
Jordan Peterson.
If you guys had a son,
Where is our son?
Yeah, where's our son?
And
What
then,
was the other one?
what do you think about?
What do I think about?
That's it. What do you think about?
Honestly, maybe
not much.
jiu-jitsu lately. Think
Yeah.
about jiu-jitsu, some
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu moves. Maybe think, I don't know. Well, lately, some Dungeons and Dragons. I don't
Yeah.
know, just about things I like.
Nice.
Well, hold on.
Do you
to that
ever?
point.
Here's a question. Do you ever practice jujitsu moves on Holly?
She doesn't let me anymore. It's
Oh,
bad.
she used to.
I used to.
When were we talking this on the pod? No, must be just talking to each other.
Oh, yeah, because you were talking about how it's banned. You can't
Yeah, I
punch
can't do
Brooke.
boxing.
Oh, wait, hang on.
It's not punching. It's like this.
Yeah.
But she's banned it.
Yeah, Holly's banned any kind of jiu-jitsu because it's so fun. It's just like...
Oh, it's so fun.
It's just like a whole perfect like human right there just to like...
And she's like brushing her teeth.
Just to choke out.
yeah. It's just like all the... Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, after the third broken arm, she banned it. You know, it was just like a bit much.
But I have a doll. I have a
Third,
doll
how
now.
many arms does she have?
How many? Well, a doll, actually.
I have a doll, yeah.
I need to get one of those.
Well, you have a jiu-jitsu doll.
Yeah, yeah.
So wait,
Is it just a blow-up doll?
yeah.